Welcome back. We're doing our fantasy draft episode today, and just for those that don't know, it's like a fantasy football draft league, man. So right now we're tapping into round 3. The picks are in, and just a quick refresh of the layout and how each episode's going to unfold. As each round closes, we'll do a selection show to follow. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, get notified, man, and let's jump into this round here. All right, so the picks are in. Here's the outcome of the third round in the 2020 mock draft league, man. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some notable picks real quick. We'll jump into number 75, what the Colts did right there, my pick, and then we'll jump into the 3 Raider picks here in the third round, and we'll close out the show that way. So as for team fits, the notable picks that really stood out for me, Malik Harrison going to the Redskins there. He reunites with Chase Young, his counterpart there in Ohio State, man. Chase Young goes number 2 overall to the Redskins, and they get Malik Harrison right at the beginning here at the start of the third round. So you got the Panthers. They pick up Jacob Eason. They get their quarterback to replace Cam Newton. Zach Moss to the Bills. The Bills are always building that committee of running backs, making sure they got a running game in place. So Zach Moss, great fit for Buffalo there. James Lynch, a prospect that I like, goes to the Patriots here. We'll talk about James Lynch in the future on another show. Now, A.J. Dillon to the Steelers, another organization that likes to build a committee of backs. They always have a back ready to step in. So A.J. Dillon, pretty nice pick there for the Steelers. And here's the one that fits perfect for me, and that's Darrell Taylor, the edge rusher out of Tennessee. I liked him. I didn't think Raekwon Davis was going to fall to me at 75. If he doesn't, I'll take Darrell Taylor all day. Still a little raw, but he's going to be a great fit for the Ravens. They have all the pieces there on that defense to help him in his developmental phase. So one thing though, Raekwon Davis, I did draft him there at number 75 for the Colts. He was high on my radar. I really feel truly that he's a second-round pick. He's on my Raider mock. I got the Raiders trading back in the second round to get him. We'll get into that down the road. But Matt Hennessy is another one. Like, if Darrell Taylor, Raekwon Davis are off the board, I'm probably going hen dog right there at number 75. He's one of the most intriguing offensive linemen out there for me right now. He ends up going to the Broncos, but there's no way I'm letting Raekwon Davis slip by at number 75. So we're going to get into Raekwon Davis right here. He is the real deal. He's a slam dunk pick. I got to get your thoughts on this player because, once again, probably about 2, maybe 3 months, this guy's been on my radar. I'm a big fan of what Daron Payne is doing in the NFL. Last year I had Quinnen Williams on my draft. I know he's had a little bit of an offseason issue and all that, but these Alabama defensive tackles are no joke. So let's get into Raekwon Davis here. We'll just set it off with the measurables here. Standing at 6'7", 315 pounds, damn near 34-inch arms, 11-inch hands. As far as athleticism, he ran the 40 in 5.12 seconds. He had 24 bench press reps, so he's got the strength. Davis is a 315-pound pass rusher who moves freakishly fast for his size, with the ability to get skinny, knife the gap with his go-to rip move, similar to Kansas City Chiefs franchise player and Chris Jones. Now that's my player comparison, just in case I didn't clear that up. Very similar to Chris Jones, very similar on tape as well. So he can also anchor his feet in keeping his pad level low to gain leverage and run support. He has the hands to work off blocks. He shows his ability to stack and shit at the line effectively. Now factor in his combination of size, speed, length, and the ability to reset the line, fire off the snap, split the interior offensive line, stay low enough to gain leverage, and making it almost look effortless at the point of attack. So Raekwon Davis, he is the prospect for a 4-3 defense. The Colts run a 4-3 defense. The Raiders, hint, hint, run a 4-3 defense. I think Raekwon Davis is the ultimate pocket breaker. And once again, he's still a great value, even for a scheme that might call for him to be a third down pass rush specialist. We're seeing that in the NFL. The Chiefs did it as well last year. So I think all the abilities there. I feel like I got a steal right here at 75 with him falling to me. This is going to help me in this league, I believe. I think he's gone in the second round. That's just my opinion. So next, we're going to jump into the Raiders here. And at pick number 80 here, they get John Simpson, guard out of Clemson here. He's got the size. He's 6'4", 320 pounds. He's got 34-inch arms. He's got 11.25-inch hands. His bench press, 34 reps. He's strong and stout, and we already know we already know that Mike Mayock, he likes Clemson players, man. He drafted 3 in the 2019 draft. So once again, a big, strong, athletic guard who can move. And according to most experts, he's rated to be a future starter almost immediately in the NFL. So thoughts on getting a guard here at number 80. I'm going to move on here to pick number 81. And with this pick, the Raiders select Jordan Brooks, linebacker out of Texas Tech. He stands at 6 foot, 240 pounds. They're adding more depth at linebacker here, completely revamping that linebacking core, man, and making this area the biggest hole on the defense, if you ask me, before the start of the offseason was linebacker, and the Raiders have filled it in nicely in free agency. Right here, you get a guy who's been a tackling machine. He's been a 4-year player. Last year, he racked up 108 tackles. He had 66 solo, 20 tackles for a loss, and the biggest one that stands out to me, you guys already know, man, I like people who get after the quarterback. I don't care if you're a defensive lineman, an edge rusher, a corner, a safety. If you get quarterback sacks, that's big on my list. So once again, he had 3 sacks last year. And then last year, I was a big fan of, the year before in the draft, I was a big fan of Dakota Allen out of Texas Tech. He was in my 5th round mock last year. But Brooks, he's an eye catcher, man. He adds depth to the linebacker position, and I could see him finding a starting role early on in his NFL career. So thoughts on Jordan Brooks right there at number 81. Now last year, I'm a fan of this player at number 91. I was hoping he would fall to me in the 4th round, and that's Jabari Zuniga, the edge rusher out of Florida. He stands at 6'3", 265 pounds. He ran a 4.640. But here's the thing, man. This is a high reward pick right here. You can see the athleticism score, and that's according to next gen stats, I should say. But right here in the 3rd round, this isn't a risk reward. This is a reward pick right here, in my opinion. He's not quite polished, but he's got all the raw skills. He has the relentless motor, and he has the strength, just every bit of raw potential right here, man, and that's what makes it a high reward pick. So thoughts right here from the 3rd round, how the Raiders picked, what I got right there at number 75 with the Colts getting Raekwon Davis, man, one of my favorite players actually in this draft. So I feel like my pick at 75 was made in the shade. My player fell right to me. Give me your thoughts, though, in the comments, man. Let's chop it up. Also, if you guys want this in podcast format, it's on Spotify. iTunes just picked it up. I don't even have an iTunes account, but shout out to them for doing that. And let me know what you think. But the primary community is here on YouTube, man. This is where the discussion goes down. This is where all the interaction goes down. So shout out to everybody in the community. Much love. I'm Raider Dave. This is GrimeCast. I'm out. Peace.